The Bukedi Development Strategic Plan, a think tank launched by the President last year to fight poverty, is composed of eminent persons in the 7 districts of Bukedi region, including Budaka, Butaleja, Butebo, Busia, Kibuku, Palisa, and Tororo. They developed the Bukedi Development Consortium, which is a tool in the implementation of the strategic plan. During the launch of the Seed Multiplication Center for Coffee and Cocoa at Ikiki Datic, Budaka District, for the sub-region of Bukedi, Dr. Monica Musenero, Minister of Science, Technology and Innovations, who was the chief guest, said that she decided not to stand for any political position in order not to be diverted from the development plan. She thanked the various district leaders across the region and other stakeholders for always encouraging her every time.
And because of that, our sub-region has suffered. Many parts have moved ahead, and we speak about being the second last in development as if it is something to be proud of. So I want to challenge all of us, the leaders. First, we appreciate our president, but have we done our part? Have we done our best to take this agenda? I want to thank my colleagues, the members of parliament. They are those members who have been there. Even when we are through, sometimes we call a meeting and few turn up. I wish to recognize Honorable Kasoro. He's always there. He's always there. And I wish to thank Honorable Yakatonda. This man flew from Nairobi to be here today. He came from Nairobi and made sure that he runs and comes here. There is no meeting he has missed. I want to thank you people. Return these people. Return these people. Because you want leaders who are there to think for you, to support you, to represent you, to lobby for you, to negotiate for you where you are not. But at the same time, I really wish to challenge the rest of the members. Please, let us work together. Let us bring ourselves, let us meet, and let us support this program. I want to recognize our former members of parliament, I think represented here by MP Emeritus. I don't know if the Emeritus title is yet there, but I want to thank Honorable Sarah Kataikes. She's been there, very active in the development matters. Let us drive this agenda. Let there be nothing. Is for me to make sure that I am not diverted from the agenda of Bukedi. I decided not to stand. I dedicate my potential MPship. I have put it on the altar. I want to be the MP for Bukedi. I want to be Mama Bukedi. I don't want to find boundaries. So I am not standing. People still keep deceiving people. Musenero is not standing, but I'm going to support the other candidates. I want to thank the district leaders. They played a key role in designing the strategic plan, and they have been there. And they have traveled, they have built their unity. Recently, there was a program government was bringing, and they were giving them commodities they don't like. All the 7 districts wrote. All of them wrote to the minister and said, we want coffee and cocoa. And since my is here, please hear the voice. We want coffee and cocoa. I wish to thank, before I leave the district leaders, I want to say that you have encouraged me. You have been very strong, you have been very dedicated. My chairman here has been in every single meeting. Be it in Kampala, be it in Tororo, be it in Busia, he has been there. I want to thank the think tank members. The think tank members were shown here. What I want to mention is that these men They are all men. Forgive me, I'm a lady and I'm a women's advocate. But at this time, we did not manage to get ladies who were available because they spent weeks doing nothing but thinking what would make Bukedi. And they have continued to sacrifice. They are not paid. They are not paid. Even transport refund, they had to wait for months to get. But they have dedicated themselves. Please help me thank these men. I want to thank the Budeko team. You have said Budeko, but many people have not got to know who is Budeko. Can the Budeko team move here, the members who are there? We got a few volunteers to try and mentor them in the kind of thing that we want to be. We noticed that Bukedi does not have, apart from government institutions, Bukedi does not have NGOs which are exemplary. We don't have big circles. We don't have many things, even businesses which are national. If they are owned by Bukedi indigents, we don't have those examples. So in order to build the institution that will take us where we want, we got some volunteers. And there are these young men and women. Some of them have spent a lot of time at my office, being inducted, being transformed to think like me, to work like me, if you appreciate what I do, so that we will start an institution which will work for us.
Anga Bukedi mwaka oguwedde twatuula ng'abakulembeze ne tukola n'abantu baffe bonna mu disitulikiti zaffe musanvu ne tusalawo nti mu kuteeka enkola mu programu za gavumenti zeereese tulina ebintu bye tulina okukola kusalawo nga wano abantu baku sub-region. Kati ne tugamba nti nga tusinziridde ku kibalo ne tugamba nti abantu baffe twagala balima emwanyi kubanga emwanyi tugirabyeko mu ggwanga lyonna. Abantu abalima emmwanyi tebali mu bwavu ne bunkolera kidangaffe, naye kati naffe twagala tubeereko n'emmwanyi, tubeereko ne kokowa. Kokowa kirime kipya, edda batugambanga nti eno tekikula, naye kati tulabyeko abantu ababirimye mu kitundu kino kikola bulungi nnyo. Ate bwe tuteeka mu kibalo ne tulaba nga ebintu bino bireeta nnyo ssente, era tusuubira nti famire zaffe, amaka gaffe gagenda kuba nga gatandise okuva mu bwavu. Kato eno senta yaffe eri wano Ikiki, abakulembeze bonna bali wano kuva mu disitulikiti omusanvu ne ku national tuli wano ffenna. Twagala okutongoza kubanga eno senta gye tugenda okulaba nti abantu abalimi bafuna ensigo n'endokwa entuufu, era n'abantu abagenda okutunda bonna balina zinasale twagala babeere nga bajja wano kubanga zino tumanyi nti ntuufu.
Robert Kasolo, the area member of parliament for Ikiki constituency, said that the government had injected a lot of money in Ikiki Datic through the African Development Bank, but it has been lying idle over years, and bringing the coffee seedling multiplication center could bring a change in terms of income amongst the Bukedi.
Olwaleero ensonga etuleese wano ekifo kino bakiyita Ikiki District Agricultural Training Center Datic kiri mu mikono gya gavumenti yakiteekamu ssente nnyingi nnyo n'ezimba wano ebizimbe byonna bimulaba bino under project yaliwo emyaka nga 15 mabega under African Development Bank. Okuva ku olwo ekifo kino kibadde idle nga tusaba gavumenti ekiteekemu ebintu ebisobola okuyamba abantu mu kitundu kino. Nene kesi nti nali nsaba ne skilling bateeka eri bateeke mu kifo kino kuba it's a regional center badde tubateekamu, naye kati tuliwo Dr. Musenero ne tiimu ye bakola ekintu ndowooza kigenda okuyambako ebugwere. Bateekamu seed multiplication center gye tugenda okulonkinga leero, nga twagala okulaba nti Bukedi sub-region abantu nabo babeerako ne cash crop nga omwanyi n'okokowa. N'olwekyo effort seezo zibadde ziriwo under the Bukedi strategic development project, naye kati bize mu implementation stage. Wali ali paperwork gye tubadde twogerako, at least now ebintu bitandise okuteekebwa mu nkola. N'olwekyo tugenda kusimba wano omwanyi ogusooka era tulage n'abantu ekye tutandiiseeko making sure embeera tugikyusa ng'olaba ebitundu ebirala byonna oba oli awo nga kisobola okugoba obwavu mu bitundu mu bantu baffe. Wadde PDM waali naye olaba nti obwavu bukyali mu bantu. N'olwekyo naffe wadde obwavu bwe buli tetwebase, tulina okuteekamu amaanyi okulaba nti abantu baffe bonna bava mu mbeera eyo. N'olwekyo ekiriwo leero kulaba nti tutandika okubawa ensigo, tubawa seedlings basobole okutandika okulima n'okubasomesa kw'amaanyi, batandika okusimba omwanyi ku season eno. Ndowooza mulaba enkuba nyingi mu kiseera kino mu kitundu kino. Ekitundu kifuna enkuba nyingi nnyo kuba tuli kumpi ne Mount Elgon, era enkuba wetandika wano eba tekya, enkuba eyo nnungi nnyo ku mwanyi ne kokoa. N'olwekyo tugenda kutandika n'ebirime nga bibiri, kokoa n'omwanyi, nga buli wamu mu Bukedi sub-region, ng'abantu tubakubiriza balime bagezeeko oba oli awo ekyo kiyinza okubakolera okusinga babadde balima. Kuba babadde balima kasooli, mumanyi kasooli wa siringi meka, ekiro ya siringi 2-3. Babadde balima ebintu bye balima tibigasa, but on top of ku mmere tubakubiriza babeere n'emmere, n'ate lisi babeere ekirime ekivaamu ensimbi.
Emmanuel Paje, the district chairman, said that they are too committed to the strategic plan agenda. Tony Miro Chibuka, the CEO Nonda Commodities, said that they want to have a shared value down from the farmer to the coffee owners, and they will establish different seedling centers with different partners.
Before I proceed, allow me invite my colleague, Honorable Chairperson, that's Butebu and Chibuku, to join me. Then Tororo, then also I've been guided that we have our RDCs. It's important that we have them also say a word. Then I and my colleagues will also communicate, because by protocol and representation, they represent the president in our lower local governments or district local governments. Yes, my RDC Pinto, the man, please join me, because whatever we are doing here has been made possible because of your existence.
Honorable Minister, for some of us who have been closer to you, we want to appreciate your knowledge, which is so contagious to some of us, because 8 years our focus was transforming this region, and not only this region, but the entire country. So, as a person, as a leader within Bukedi, I call upon all of us to associate and adapt all what is in the strategy and the transform our region. Still, on behalf of the district chairperson, also entrusted me to be their deputy governor in the region. I also want to place the apologies of the district chairpersons who are not here.
We are investing in our growth, in our resilience, and in a brighter future. Honorable Minister, this is to promise you that already our being here is a clear indicator and commitment that we embrace the program. We shall work together with you. Abana budaka banange muliyo.
Mbare nga nokwerekereza okubana. And allow me to report that yesterday but one, we planted 450 coffee from Kituza. And we are going to plant more. Since I have seen the seeds here, here, we are going to plant more.
Right now, we are into an initiative where we have a project called Value at Source. And what we are trying to do is to have shared value down from the farmer up to the last mile implementers or the coffee owners. So in the Value and Source project, there is a segment that we call supply guarantee. In the supply guarantee, we decided to go to places that had potential of producing both coffee and cocoa, but were deprived because of different factors to engage. And there we are setting up seedling multiplication centers in partnership with different partners, Nakori and other players, government players, to see to it that we have the right planting material and to recruit more people through the local circles like Budeko here, that will recruit farmers who can be able to onboard the seedlings for their care. Now, the purpose of this initiative is that we are creating a critical capacity that can supply the different plants that are coming up into the country that are doing value addition, including our own that is going to be in Luero, Kasana. It's going to be a very large capacity soluble plant that will require large quantities of high quality coffees, especially the Robustas. So we are setting up coffee multiplication centers here in Bukedi, Western Uganda, Rushere. In Central, it will be in Luero, and then another one is going to be Northern Uganda, Gulu. Now, the initiative is to see to it that we have large quantities of coffee that are needed for the value addition plant.
Sarah Kataike thanked Dr. Musenero for the initiative, and she vowed how she is coming back to reclaim her position in Budaka.
Sarah Ndoboli, former Woman MP and former Minister of State, Health and Rural Triangle. I am a born of this land, and first of all, before I answer that question, I want to congratulate my young sister and our minister, Honorable Dr. Musenero, for transforming this program of fighting poverty in our land, that today here at Ikiki, one of my constituencies, we are launching this special program of growing coffee and cocoa as our poverty fighting strategy. Personally, I am an agriculturalist, and I've already been growing coffee and cocoa. So when my other people are joining, I'll be more than happy to demonstrate.
Maybe how is it doing from your experience?
From my experience, it is very viable. It's not so bad, but you must take care of that small off-season to practice irrigation. That small bottle, which is excellence demonstrated to us. Now, politically, I have been resting a little for almost 2 seasons, but I remained very active and very supportive to my people. Now, the final decision is that I'm coming back. I got some cattle from Nusaf, Northern Uganda, Action Fund. And the women up to now, they have success stories. But what I know, we must give the people technical support, because these are generally new programs, especially to our people. They will need a lot of support.
Dr. James Kisale, the Bukedi Development Consortium chairman, said it was a turning point in the history of Bukedi and Budeko as an implementing agent. They partnered with No Wonder Commodities Limited, and it supported them in establishing 10 million seedlings.
The chairman for Bukedi Development Consortium. This is the organization that is responsible for implementing the Bukedi strategic plan. Today is a turning point for the entire region of Bukedi because we are gathered here to do two things. One, we've officially launched the regional offices for Budeco. They are going to be here at the Datic Center, Ikiki Datic district. Secondly, we have launched the multiplication and distribution seedlings program for coffee and cocoa for the entire sub-region of Bukedi. Budeco, as an implementing agent, we were able to enter into partnership with a private development partner, Nonda Commodities Limited, who has come and is supporting us to establish a nursery of coffee of 10 million seedlings. We are going to begin with 2.5 million seedlings and we will progressively increase that quantity to 10 million. Now this is so important for the entire Bukedi sub-region because we are now moving away from just simply mere talking to now action. We want all our people in Bukedi to grow coffee. We want all our people in Bukedi to grow coffee and cocoa. So today's function that has been graced by the Honorable Minister, the members of Parliament, as you can see, the chairpersons of district, as you've seen them here, the RDCs and all other dignitaries. This marks the beginning of transforming the entire Bukedi sub-region.
Dr. Joshua Isiko, the in charge of productivity acceleration at the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovations, said a lot of science was calculated to establish what exactly worked for Bukedi.
I'm the team leader of productivity acceleration. That one means to increase the speed of making money for Ugandans. That's my role. Why are we doing this? We are here at Ikiki today at the launch of the seed multiplication and distribution center for cocoa and the coffee. These are priority crops that we have picked for Bukedi for reasons. You need a cash crop. In quotes, anything can generate money, but for Bukedi, after the launch of the strategic plan of Bukedi by the President on 22nd August 2024, we started on the journey of the implementation. But before the launch, a lot of science was used to calculate what exactly works for Bukedi. Look at exactly what makes more money. Now, in Bukedi, based on the sample gardens that were there already that people are not paying attention to, and also the markets in the country and outside the country, and the science that is available to support, cocoa was number one in making money, followed by coffee. And today we are launching a center that multiplies seedlings to support the growing of the coverage of Bukedi with cocoa and coffee. We are targeting 75% of the households in Bukedi to have at least 1 acre of cocoa or coffee in their household. Following the 4-acre model, if 1 acre has cocoa, another 1 acre has coffee, then the remaining 2 acres use them for other things. I guarantee you, you will get over 30 million from cocoa a year and over 15 million from coffee a year. At minimum, it is 10 million. That's about 40 to 50 million a year. Will you still say you are poor? You can't. Now, and you know, this comes into reality in 2 to 3 years in your household, depending on how you are taking care of your garden. Let us say 5 years. Sometimes we plant things or you walk around and keep looking at the bush 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and you didn't plant even anything in that garden or that bush, and you've lost it. I want to encourage all of Bukedi to plant at least 1 acre of either cocoa or coffee.
Dr. Musenero Masanza officially opened offices and a memorandum of understanding was signed between the partners.
It is my great pleasure Come and join me. It is my great pleasure on behalf of all these leaders from Bukedi to officially and formally open the office for Bukedi Development Consortium.
Various categories of people across Bukedi were involved in a historic coffee and cocoa planting at Ikiki Datic.
So I'm the first citizen to sign.
Yes. We can either start or sit.
It's humble beginnings.
Lydia Akiding, Bukedi Times, here at Ikiki Datic, Bukedi sub-region.
Neva tukoba nambu atatambula ni atendo mayo usumbi tuloza ngambo mchere niko gukole sente noko ko akole sente kale okulwa Bukedi mwemwena ali ukola buli muna Bukedi okwatu msale guno ena ne seedlings gidi ano wakoko Omwana omoyo mtukufu. Amina. SDI
making Uganda the best.
Udeko
Making Bukedi great again.
Donda.
It is magical.
I'm already here planting the next one.
Yes. MP conference is here.
Tubingo muzimu gwa utaki.
Kokoa juu. Bukedi juu.
In front for the camera.
The professor
hold on to this. we are planting coffee.
Let me pour for you.
In Bukedi.
Yes.
This is the way Africa should go.
Yes.
Grow your own food.
Yes.
Grow your own coffee.
Yes.
Stop depending on others to feed you.
Yes.
Feed yourself.
Yes. Thank you.